Ever wondered how the sweet crystals in your sugar bowl get there?
It's a fascinating journey that starts in a vast green field and ends in a marvel of modern engineering. Today, we're going inside a state-of-the-art cane sugar factory to uncover the entire process.
From freshly harvested sugarcane all the way to the pure, sparkling sugar you know and love. It's a story of science, precision, and a little bit of sweetness. So, let's get started. Our journey begins at the crack of dawn in the sugarcane fields. These giant grass-like plants are packed with sucrose, and harvesting them at peak maturity is crucial.
Modern harvesters chop the cane into smaller, manageable billets, leaving the roots in the ground to grow again. Time is of the essence here.
Once cut, the sugarcane's sugar content starts to decrease. So a fleet of trucks is on standby, ready to rush the harvest to the factory, sometimes just minutes away. The race against time has begun.
As the trucks arrive at the factory, they line up at the receiving station.
Here, a sample from each truck is taken and sent to the lab for a quick analysis. This test determines the sugar content, fiber, and purity of the cane, which not only ensures quality, but also determines the payment for the farmer. It's a system that rewards higher quality cane. On Saint-Privé, giant cranes are powerful hydraulic tippers. Unload the sugarcane onto a massive conveyor belt. We're talking tons and tons of cane, creating a small mountain that will feed the factory for hours. The first real step inside the factory is preparation. The sugarcane travels along the conveyor belts towards a series of heavy-duty shredders and crushers. These aren't your kitchen variety blenders.
They are powerful machines with rotating hammers and knives that tear the tough cane stalks into a fibrous, pulpy mass.
The goal is to break open the plant's hard cellular structure, making it much easier to extract the sweet juice locked inside. This finely shredded cane is now ready for the main event: juice extraction. Next up is the milling tandem, the heart of the factory.
The shredded cane, now called bagasse, is fed through a series of massive rollers.
Each set of rollers, Kajed Amil, exerts immense pressure, squeezing the sweet juice out of the fiber. It's like a giant industrial strength juicer. Hot water is sprayed onto the bagasse between each mill to dissolve and wash out any remaining sugar. This process, known as imbibition, is incredibly efficient, extracting 95% of the sugar from the cane. What comes out on one side is a stream of raw, greenish-brown sugar juice, and on the other, the dry, fibrous But what happens to all that leftover fiber? Nothing goes to waste here. The bagasse is an amazing co-product. It's transported directly to the factory's boilers, where it's used as a renewable fuel to generate steam. This steam powers the entire factory, running the turbines that create electricity for all the machinery.
In fact, most modern sugar factories are energy self-sufficient, and many even export surplus electricity back to the grid.
It's a perfect example of a sustainable, circular, industrial process. Now, let's follow the juice.
The raw juice we extracted is still full of impurities like mud, sand, and plant fibers.
To clean it up, we move to the clarification stage.
The juice is heated and mixed with lime.
This might sound strange, but the lime helps to clump the impurities together, making them heavier.
The mixture then flows into a massive tank called a clarification.
Inside, the heavy impurities settle to the bottom as mud, while the clear, lighter juice rises to the top.
The clarified juice is then skimmed off, now looking much more like a light golden liquid.
The mud that is left behind is rich in nutrients and is often returned to the fields as fertilizer. Our juice is now clean, but it's still about 85% We need to get rid of that water to get to the sugar. This happens in the evaporation station.
The clarified juice is pumped through a series of large vessels called an evaporator train.
Here, steam from the boilers heats the juice, causing the water to boil off and evaporate. Each vessel operates at a slightly lower pressure and temperature than the one before it, making the process After passing through the evaporators, the juice has been transformed into a thick, golden brown syrup, which now has a sugar concentration of about 65%. This is where the real magic happens. The thick syrup is pumped into enormous vacuum pans.
Boiling the syrup under a vacuum allows the water to boil off at a much lower temperature, which prevents the sugar from caramelizing or burning.
Inside the pan, the syrup becomes super saturated. At this critical moment, tiny seed crystals of sugar are added. These seeds act as a nucleus,
And the sugar molecules in the syrup begin to attach themselves, growing into the larger crystals we recognize.
It's a delicate process that requires incredible skill and precision from the operators who monitor the crystal growth carefully. The final result in the vacuum pan is a thick mixture of sugar crystals and molasses, known as To separate them, we need to spin them, and fast.
The massaquat is dropped into high speed.
These machines are essentially giant, industrial-sized salad spinners.
They have a perforated basket that spins at thousands of rotations per minute.
The immense centrifugal force flings the liquid molasses outwards through the holes in the basket.
While the solid sugar crystals are left behind, forming a wall inside the basket.
After a quick wash with hot water to remove any remaining molasses film, what's left is beautiful, pale golden raw sugar.
But we're not quite done yet. This raw sugar will go on to a refinery for further processing to become the brilliant white sugar you find in stores. The molasses that was spun off is also a valuable product used in everything from animal feed to the production of rum and ethanol.
The final steps are drying and packaging.
The damp sugar crystals from the centrifuge are tumbled through a large rotary dryer where hot air removes any remaining moisture. This is crucial to prevent the sugar from clumping together during storage.
Finally, the dry, free-flowing sugar crystals are conveyed to storage silos.
From there, they are weighed and packaged into bags of all sizes, from small retail packs to giant industrial totes, ready to be shipped out to customers around the world. And there you have it, from a tough, green plant in the field to the sweet, sparkling crystals in your kitchen. It's a journey of precision engineering, chemistry, and sustainability.
Every step is optimized to extract the maximum amount of sugar while using the least amount of energy and creating valuable co-products from what would otherwise be waste.
The modern sugar factory is a true marvel of industrial efficiency. Thanks for joining us on this sweet adventure.
We hope you enjoyed this look inside the world of sugar production. If you found this interesting, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next deep dive. See you in the next video!